Okay, so hello everyone. I'm not sure if you can hear me or if you can see the slides that I'm actually trying to share. So if you can and hear me, can you just raise your hands and then so that I will be able to know that you are actually able to see the slides and participate in the session. Okay, that's brilliant. So I think that's, yeah. We'll wait a little bit for the other people to join in, and then we'll be able to start. So how's everything? You can use the chat function, and then if you can try, you can also talk, because I enabled both of your chatting and then voice and the video functions, so that if you want to join in, and then if your internet is good, so just join in so that we can see each other. Okay, so welcome to our interactive session. I'm not sure if you have realized this is actually the second last tutorial that we'll do it together. So if you can't hear anything, just raise up your hand, and then so that we'll be able to see each other. For today, we are going to have a look at a case study. This is basically the second last big case study that we'll go through. The purpose for this case study is very simple, because we need to think what we will have to do as a real supply chain manager in a real company. You have so many things to make a decision upon, and then so that you need to clarify what kind of the problems are the problems that are essential for your decision making. So what we'll do today, yes, is that we will try to look at the case study, and then we'll trying to see if you have go through the checklist for the coursework, so that if you have already done enough work for the coursework reports, and then we'll do some very quick like a little quiz, questions and answers, and then about what we have already covered, to see if you are on the same page as I am. Okay, so yeah, I can see maybe the signal is not very good, so let me try to do that. Yeah, the first case study, let me try to see if I can share them. Just 1 second. I need to share of the whole thing. Share the screen. Case study. Okay. So, what's your impression about the case study? Yeah, what's your impression of the case study? Do you find it quite confusing because there are too much information involved? And have you done, as you can see, that it's about the company, and then what actually happened, and then we have the different people's comments about different aspects of the supply chain. So what do you think that you have here? So how can you? We all know that we need to look at see what's actually going on, and then try to streamline, trying to find out what's actually the problem that we want to solve. So anybody can tell me, yeah, what kind of the the problem they are facing. Do you want to do the chat? Want to chat? anyone can point out what we are supposed to help. So anybody, yeah, what's actually the problem? Is it a pain in the chain? Yeah, what's the pain in the chain? Why we have such a pain? Anybody want to do it? I'll do the whiteboard. So if you can, do you want to write here the name of the, yeah, this is anybody can do it because I enabled it. Please write down in the middle of the whiteboard the name of the focal company. Yeah, okay. So can you write down here the name of the focal company? Do you remember we said what we mean by focal company? Anybody? Just write down here. Yeah, if you press arrow, then you can actually use your pen and then write down here. What's the name of the focal company? Anybody can do it? Or you can say it in the chat. Yeah, if you can, try to use the chat. What we have here. Anybody can do it. What's the name of the company? Oh, you can say it because I can hear you actually. If you say it, all your microphones are enabled so that you can say it. You can shout out the answer as well. Okay, so do I need to, Lan Xin, can you do it? Oh, yeah, Lan Xin left the company. Okay, so let me try to do this. What's the name of the focal company? And what's their problem? What's their problem? I'll just 1 second. Yeah, I'll try to find out this one as well. Okay, so yeah, if you have the company here, can you see? I'll try to do, yeah, share content. Yeah, if you can see this one, yeah, that's actually what we are looking for. Accesson, that's the focal company. By the way, what do we mean by a focal company? What do we mean by focal company? The company that you try to take out, and then as you see, as the object of your study. So it's actually you. Then, yeah, what's their problem? Can you see? Yeah, what's their problem? I will need to, to the problem. What's the problem with Excel? So that will solve. It's because they don't have enough sales. It's because their supply chain is not, how to say, not enough demand. 3 other problem we cannot produce enough products. Okay, so the question, what's the problem with Excesso? Is this on the supply side? Is it on the demand side? Or is this because none and then something else? So can you try to do the decision making very quickly? So what's actually the problem with, let me try to do it. I'll try to set up. Okay. Okay, so we have the Excesso here, and then we have the customer. Who's in between the two? Anybody can draw the picture for me between Excesso and the customer, and which company is actually in between? Anybody? Called the Flemings. Yeah, Flemings. Is Flemings the only one in between? Is this the only one that's actually between Excesso and the customer? If you point you see, you can use your hand and then try to draw on the whiteboard as well. So yeah, what's actually in between? What's actually in between? Do you think you know? Yeah, who's actually in between? Have you seen another company called Regency Brands? What's Regency Brands? It's about Regency Regency brands. What's this company is about? Is this also dealing with the same group of customer or a different group of customers? And then what's Excel's main product? What's their product? Click. What's it called? Zip Plus. And then what's actually between? Is it, can I say, from Excel to Fleming's and then to customers? And Excel can also supply their products to Regency, but are they dealing with the same group of customers or different group of customers? And then what's actually the requirements between the two? Are they dealing with the same group of customers, or it's actually different? And what's their problem? What's their problem? Do you remember? What's their problem? We have problems with the supply and a problem with the demand. Is it because people didn't buy enough, or is it because was it because Excel didn't produce enough? That their performance not satisfactory. Okay, do this one again. Was it because they didn't produce enough so that their performance is not satisfactory? Who said their performance is not satisfactory? Who said it's not satisfactory? Is this the Excel themselves, or was it the customers, or answer the questions, please. Very good. I can see wrong answer, but at the same time, I can also see lots of the correct answer. And there are some people who still haven't responded yet. So what's the opinion? Was it because they didn't produce enough? They tried so hard, and it's on the full capacity. Tried very hard. Very good. All of you now get the correct answer. It wasn't because they didn't produce enough. So what's the problem? Why can't they get their products? This is the next question. Polling again. Why can't they? Why cannot they get their products to the end customer? And enough of their because Fleming's not good enough, and because the discount is not high enough. At the choice, the sales target is not right. Other reasons. Okay. Then why do you think they can't actually, because they produce enough, but the end customers can't have the products? Was this because their distributor, the supermarket, they can see the carton, the picture, they can't actually see it on the shelf? Was it because Fleming's, the retailer, distributor, is it because they are not good enough? Or is it because the discount is not high enough? Or was it because the sales target was not right? Or is it because there are some other reasons? Some people said that because the sales target is not right. I actually quite agree, but you have to explain why. Why the sales target is not right? So I'm not trying to encourage you to choose the same answer, because this is for, see, this kind of the discussion is about the real situation. Even if the target is not right, but why would people still want to chase it? Why would they still think I need to achieve the target even if it's not right? Very good. And then some other students said Fleming's is not good enough. I agree. But why can't the Flemings be good enough? Yeah, they tried their best. So they are actually doing everything they can. Okay. How can they actually do it? Okay, let's see, because we still have 5 people who didn't actually answer, but because we need to move on very quickly because of the time, so we just see the answer. Some people say because the sales target is not right. I agree. Why sales target is not right? And then some people say Fleming's is not good enough. I also agree, because they have their limits. They can't actually do more than their warehouse can let them do. Okay, so this is actually good. The next question, putting again, multiple why the sales target is not right. Why is the sales target not right? Okay, first because it's the false target imposed by Wall Street. And it says the market, the demand from the real customers is not that high. And then I said that the overseas market is not under control of excess or other reasons. Okay, now the next question. Oh, is it on? Yeah, update. Yeah, good. I need to, yeah. So why the sales target is not right? Is it because this is actually not the real target? It's actually a false target imposed by Wall Street, because the Wall Street want them to get higher and higher of sales year after year after year, and then so that it's not actually the real demand. And then, or is it because the overseas market, they want to increase the sales and they want to go to the overseas market? Who's in charge of the overseas market? Regency brands. But the overseas market is not under their control, or some other reasons. Why the sales rate is not right? Can you try to do it? Why is this question too difficult? Okay, if we don't want to look at it now, let's have a look at this one first. I'll need to have a new piece of paper. Next one, how can I increase the, I'll try to share. Application, not application. I don't know how to do it, but let's do another. Piece of paper. Okay, another piece of paper. Do you remember this is another very interesting thing. Do you remember what did the Fleming do with Fleming? Is the Fleming? What did the Flemings do with 3,000? They bought. Yeah, I will show the share application. This is an interesting thing I want to share with you. Just 1 second. Yes. So if you can see, they bought 3,000 cases here. Yeah, they bought the 3,000 cases of the the mainstream product. What did they do with the 3,000? And they said so and so, all these other, what they did with it. So can you help me to draw on the whiteboard about what they did with the 3,000 cases. So what happened to the 3,000 cases of the 4-pack clip tip plus? What did they do? Why it's important for us to know what's their normal? What's their normal? I need to do another multiple choice question. What's the normal supply and demand? What's the normal order quantity for Flemings per quarter? The 900, 1,800, and 3,100 other quantity. Okay, so can you do this very quickly? What's the normal order quantity for Flemings per quarter? What would they normally order? Is it 900? Is it 1,800 or 3,000 or others? Why do we want to know? Because this week, our target is to look at how you manage your inventory and how you can actually get it done. What's the normal target? Anybody knows? Anyone knows about the one wrong answer? Sorry, that's exactly the reason why you need to understand why I want you to answer such an interesting question, because you will get it wrong about the normal. Why would we say normal? Because normal, automatically you will understand about the cycle inventory. This one is not. It's something, upside and down, you are doing something else. Normal demand. 2 wrong answers. Sorry, I know that this is actually the purpose. Okay, 1 correct answer. Okay, good. And then other people? Okay, we'll just have to move on because we don't have the time, so we just move on. Is this 900 or 1,800? Is it 900 is the correct answer? Why? Because they said that for 2 quarters they ordered. Yes. Okay, so very quick question. So normally they only order 900, but this time they ordered 3,000. And what happened to the 3,000? What happened 3,000? Can you write on my whiteboard, because everybody should be able to write on here. So what happened to the 3,000? When you order 3,000, do you have the space? Do you have big enough warehouse for the 3,000? No, you don't. Then what do they do? So this is because this is their solution, and they wanted to be clever. So what happened? Yeah, to the 3,000. Did you find out what happened to the 3,000? Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you find out? We actually don't have that much time, so I have to do it very quickly with you. So what happened? They give 15,000, 1,500 to their sales branch. Why? Because for the sales they don't have big enough discount. They only have 4% discount, which is really low. So they give to the same big company, but then to the southern branch. And then what happened? I still have 1,500, still too much for them to cope, and they give 500 to the company called VXT, and then but they said that I need to buy back at this is called a buyback option, and then at 3%, so that even if it's higher, but it's still profitable because now they enjoy very high. And then how much do they have left for themselves? 1,000. But in comparison with 900, how can they cope with the increase? They will say because you will do the promotion, so that they can actually make sure the customers will buy 10% more. Why do we want to look at this chart together? Because this is actually what you will have to do when you are the inventory manager. What we will have to do, inventory management. You can use promotion. You can use the other people's warehouses, and then your allies, in the sales, to help you. So all these are the very important thing for us is that I will try to get the different color. So this is a different. Oh, sorry, not text. This is actually very important. Different ways to digest the called bigger than normal. The supply. Because your supply side, do you remember we said what do we mean by the focal company? Because you have to cope with the additional supply, and also you have to deal with the customers. But for this particular case study, you don't have to think about the customers because customers are capable enough to get the product that you are trying to do. And then another company called, who can tell me, which is called Carlex. What the Carlex means? What's this company is about? Anybody? I would have to do this bit. Just 1 second. Pooling. What is Carlex? Fleming's competitor. Accessos competitor. And then it's called, what's the other company? Palash, and the wig competitor. Okay, start. Can you do this one for me, please? What is Carlex? Whose competitor? Fleming's competitor, Accessos competitor, or like a P&Z's competitor? Very quickly, have you seen this company? Have you seen this company? Anybody know? Nobody knows. Okay, so this is how we are trying to say, when I look at the supply chain, do you remember we said that it's very important for us to draw the line? We did have the very clear understanding about, we know that which information is there, which information is not there, and then we know about the supply chain. Okay, so that's you see the things that you know. However, in the case study, and also it's true in the real life, that you have a lot of the other things to consider. All these are what we call the stakeholders. Do you remember? And then what is actually a stakeholder? They are probably not in your real supply chain. What's this company? What's their relationship? You will have to find out. However, they are not actually in the main supply chain. It's like this. This is Excesso, and this is Fleming's, and then that's what you said, and the customer. So this is the main supply chain, and you have your upstream, a lot of the raw material. However, at the same time, you also have a lot of the other companies called the collab, and then you also have the P&Z, and who are they? All these entities are not directly on your supply chain. Can you see it's not here? So it's not like this, but they are actually very important to your operations. So what's this? It's their competitor. Yeah, so the biggest competitor. What they do, they have the competing, so called the products. That's actually, competitor. What's P&Z? That's their, so called the stockbroker. Yeah, that's actually the influence from Wall Street. Okay, so that's how, we are trying to say the case study is a very important opportunity for you to look at what's actually on the supply chain, and then what's actually behind the supply chain. Okay, now let's have a look at our slides. Just 1 second, I need to find out the things. We analyze the whole thing, but now it's the time for us to look at something. What's the meaning of the 3,000? What's the 3,000? This is a typical thing. That's also that's the reason why we want to have this case study, and it's actually used in the previous years exam questions. Forward buying. You buy it not because of the current concern. You buy it because you want to move up your future purchases to the present. Typical thing, like in the UK, because of the lockdown, a lot of people are trying to get toilet rolls, not because they need to use the toilet roll now, it's because for the future. Okay, so we have no problem with forward buying unless we are the inventory manager. What's the problem? You will have a significant increase in lot size and the cycle inventory. Why? Because as we have seen, you have 3,000, you have to think, you can't even put it in your warehouse because you don't have big enough warehouse to put in so many things. Then what would you do? What would you do? Trying to think about the impact to your supply chain. And I said that this usually results in reduced supply profit because you have to pay for the warehouses. And then how can you actually deal with it? How can you deal with it? For the inventory manager, you will have to think, should I just buy a lot myself, 3,000, or I try to share the very favorable discount, 9% of discount with my friends. I will try to give some to the sales. Why? Because that's my friends, that's my sisters and the brothers. So that I need to do it. Shift the inventory from yourself to other people, downstream, or I can give the promotion to the end customers or give to my friends, or I will try to do something else, like they can actually use other people's warehouse and then buy back later on. So all these are the different ways you can deal with it. But the main objective for the manufacturer is to increase the sales, either to defend the brand or trying to push the sales. And for the retailer, you have two choices. You keep the promotion, the discount to yourself, or you try to pass through some or all of the promotion to the customers. Yeah, what is a customer? Can either be your immediate customer or the, it's called the end customer. And then this is how we are trying to say, very important. And then you will have to decide, is it actually good to have the short-term discount, 9%? Or is it actually good to have the stability? Some people will say that I want to have stability. Like if you go to the supermarket, they say, I don't like the fluctuations. Yeah, sometimes I have promotions, sometimes I don't. People will buy a lot when I have the promotion. People will buy zero or very little when I don't have the promotion. And then I want them to give me a stable, that's called a very stable supply and demand. So that's how we say, I'll promise you, every time you come here, it's already the low price. You don't have to wait until the next promotion to buy it. This is already the everyday low price. So this is how you try to say, I want to solve the problems of fluctuation to my inventory. And then another way to solve the problem is to use machine learning. How can I do it? I will try to find out, when I need to boost, when people are actually buying less, I need to find out when I need to give them a boost, can buy more, and fill up the gaps between the ups and the downs. Or I will try to find out, what kind of people, algorithm, different kind of algorithm, what kind of people, what kind of behavior will be triggered by how much, and so I can do the counter, so kind of actions. So that's how I said it's very important, very interesting, and you can use it in a lot of the activities, right? As an inventory manager. So it's promotion is not only about marketing manager, it's also about inventory manager. Okay, so before we finish today's, also that I will do very quickly. The reason why we say the checklist for your coursework is because we need to make sure you won't lose any unnecessary marks in your coursework. So did you actually have a good structure about your coursework? When you had a good structure, do you have the coherence? Did you find out the main problem, discuss about it, and then give the recommendations? And then have you actually, as I said, it's very important because when is the submission day? 5th of June. 5th of June. So you need to make sure that everything's right by that time. Have you got a cover page? As we said, it's very important. All students' names, remember, not only yourself, this time everybody, and then a group number. One submission every group, so you don't have to worry because when you deliver, everybody should be delivered, but it should be the correct version, and also the name of the file, her company name, and then whether or not you have the screenshot. So it's very important, for us to double check, everything's correct, and then before you click the submit button. And another very important thing, did you actually show that you have the analytical skills? Did you do several possible solutions and then choose one of them? And also, in retrospect, I know that it's very difficult times, so that it's not quite possible for you to do the team meetings. But do you know you can actually have the multi-party WeChat meetings? Have you done that kind of meetings? And then did you make the right decisions? And then also double check whether or not you have any typos or other unnecessary mistakes, inconsistencies. So try to make sure that you checked against the list, so that you did all the things that you're required to do, before we can actually submit. So that's how we are trying to say about the coursework. And we will still have office hour after I think after 1 hour or so, 1.5 hours or so. So try to think about it, and then if you have questions, you can ask me in our office hour. But that's basically what we want to cover today. For the tutorial. I'm not sure because I still don't think this is actually as interactive as I want it to be. So that if you can, as we said, there's always very good training to yourself. Use the QM Plus forum and then try to upload something, because I actually did, if you can see, I did all the things on the piece of paper myself beforehand. So try to upload your piece of paper, take a very quick picture, upload it, and then try to let other people to have, you see, a second eye. Why? Because it's not actually important at all whether or not you make mistakes. Why? Because if you get it right, then that's good. And if you didn't get it right, it's actually something called a learning process. You learn something from your own mistakes, but it's entirely good. Yeah, very healthy. So I actually like it if other people try to help me to learn. So I also want you to use our forums to upload your either the supply chain or your analysis. Only, even if it's not complete, it's only a very small part. That's actually very good for your say the overall analytical skill building. So try to use as much as you can what we have, because I know it's quite lonely. Yeah, it's like I also miss our face-to-face teaching, learning activities a lot. But we just have to cope. We just have to deal with it. So the only way I would suggest is that you don't skip the learning steps. Try to do the active learning part so that we can get it done. Okay, thank you very much. Really nice to see you. And then we'll probably see each other at the office hour or sometime next week, next teaching week. Actually, the week after next will be our fourth teaching week. Okay, bye. Let me try to see how to